Week 7, you have been seeing some chaos. You have been seeing underdogs pulling upsets and even stars that have been disappearing. Welcome. Today, me and teacher will talk about 3 key analytics that will tell you what is going to be happening going into week 8. Teacher, let's hit them.
Just like we talked about again and again for STEP Differential, it's the truest measure of real team strength. Kansas City once again dominated with a plus 17 step. Meanwhile, Minnesota escaped with a win, but barely broke even. That's a flashing warning light.
Exactly. STEP doesn't care about your highlight reels. KC was winning the hidden battles. If it was pressures, if it was hidden takeaways, and if it was big plays. That is why they looked unstoppable, because they actually earned every inch. So your team might win. They might actually play better, but STEP says no. Kansas City dominates. Minnesota is faking it. So you may see a team win ugly in week 7.
But their step is weak. Watch out in week 8. That kind of luck runs out fast. This one's straight up trench science. The Rams versus Jags last week? Classic. Rams edge rushers got double-teamed almost every snap and still generated one of the league's top 5 pressure rates. Jacksonville's O-line wasn't bad, but you can't block forever.
Exactly. And that's what carries into week 8. Teams like LA and Green Bay who can win with pressure, with being doubled, they're nightmares for any offensive line. That's how turnovers just happen.
Double teams don't save you when the edge is elite. Somebody watch for the Jaguars' pocket because it'll keep on collapsing.
So heading into week 8, circling teams who look shaky, protecting their QB last week. That pressure is not going away. It's only going to be getting worse. All right, here's a new one. It is called mid-season fatigue plus explosive play rate. Basically, who's running out of gas?
Miami's the perfect example. The Dolphins ranked 22nd in explosive play rate last week, and they looked slow. Defensive fatigue, missed tackles, no burst. That's what happens when you run high tempo all season without rotation depth.
That's something that we need to see bled in week 8 and in week 9. Fatigued teams don't collapse in just one game. They slowly lose their edge. By the 4th quarter, every drive feels like a marathon to them. If you can't run fast, then you're all out of gas. Dolphins' explosive play rate is tanking. And that is how late season's meltdown started.
So when you see a team running high snap counts week after week, that's your hidden warning. Look at those late game scores. They tell you who's cooked.
So there it is. 3 analytics that mattered more than just the win column. Steps, who show who's real. Edge pressure, who shows who's breaking protection. And fatigue, that shows who's fading before your eyes.
So when you see a team running high snap counts week after week, that's your hidden warning. Look at those late game scores. They tell you who's cooked.
Drop your week 8 predictions below. Hit that like button and make sure you follow us on X because we're posting live clips and stats that drop almost every game. You don't want to just watch football. You want to understand it. Let's hit the field.